get the option with this software to back either the horses that are coming in, or if we tick that, it'll be the drifters as well. You can do both, but you must do one of them, obviously. And the software then will track on Betfair the prices that you set here. So if we leave minutes before post 10 and seconds before post before the off at 60, this means the software will look from the 10-minute mark to the 1 minute before the off and see any horses that have come down. If you're only doing the steamers, any horse that's coming down in price, it will know which ones they are, and if they have moved more than what you put in this box, say if you put 10, if they've moved more than 10% to 100%, so anywhere in between that, and their odds, if we leave it like this, are between 3 and 10, and there's only between 5 and 20 runners, the software will bet that horse or horses on the instructions that you give it in this section here. So you can put, say, 5. It will bet under the minimum, but it's not advisable. Betfair frown on betting under the minimum, and also betting under the minimum, you can find that sometimes your bets don't get taken because the calculation needed to do that means laying and backing to get below the minimum, and you may lose your bet. So if we had win market, now we've got place market here, place market, or we can click on that one, which would mean if we left it like this, 50% of your bet, 50% of that 5 there would go on the win market and 50% would go on the place market. Now keep in mind, really only use the place or the each way betting on UK or Irish racing. Or you can probably get away with doing Saturdays or public holidays in Australian racing, but all other markets just don't have the liquidity in the place market to make this work. The verified bet settings means if you change these and they don't add up to 100, this will tell you that. So if we leave it in the win market, 5, or you can bet a percentage of your bank if you want to bet, say 1% of your bank, or you can use that option there. And backing, because it's a steamer, so we're going to back it. Look, you may think that the steamers, you want to lay them. That's totally up to you, but the general rule of thumb is you back steamers to win. So that's how you set it up. And the other thing here is you can bet on all qualifying steamers. I mean, on any horses between 3 and 10 that have moved by 10 to 100% in the market. If you have that ticked, all of those horses will be bet. And if you want to keep them in play, you can tick that box as well. Or you could just have the biggest steamer in this range here is the only one that you're going to bet on if you have that one ticked. So once you set that up, it's very easy to, all we need to do then is go into markets. Before we just go into markets, up here you can tick which one. Seeing I'm going to show this, we're only doing Australia and New Zealand at the moment. There's no races in New Zealand, so we'll take that out today. So if I had that ticked, it will only bring up the Australian racing. Now, when I say Australian racing, it will bring up harness racing and the gallop. So if we were to load the markets, we'll only load the Australian markets because that's what we've told it to do. You can see here that Redcliffe is a harness meeting. So if we went like that and we didn't want to do the harness meetings, we'd go through and find the ones that are harness meetings and untick them. So it would not bet on those meetings. Okay, so I'll just take some of those out. Okay, so now that it's got some ticked, we are ready now to start. So all we do now is we click start. Okay, it will now start betting to these instructions here. Now if we wanted to do drifters as well or drifters only, we'd open the drifters tag there and we would go through the same procedures that we just did on the steamers market. Okay, that's all explained in the manual. You can download the manual off the sales page if you want to have a look at it in depth. Otherwise, the help button here I won't click on it at the moment because I haven't loaded the final manual on, but if you click help, the manual will be online for you to have a look at as you go about setting up this bot. Here we always run the UK times, and you'll see in the markets the time here is always in UK. If we go to preview the markets, click on preview markets, you'll see now that it's got the local time as well, okay, and showing you where the races are. Okay, so that is essentially the setup from the bot. We can see that it runs UK time for you, so you know what it is. Runs your UK wallets and your Australian wallets. If you are betting in Australian racing, if you suffer from insomnia, you can see there it's 5:17 in the UK, so you can bet the Australian races. You can set the bot up and go to bed, whatever you want to do. And then we'll have our current bets, which we've got no current bets yet, and then our history of bets. These are the bets that we've been doing over the last day or so. Okay, so you can see all that in the bot, and I think you'll find this bot very handy. It's very simple. It's not an overcomplicated bot. We were told that people wanted a simple bot, and that's what we've made. Yes, you can bet steamers and drifters together, or just the steamers or just the drifters. Okay, thanks for watching this video, and I hope that you find some benefit in it. As I said, it's a very affordable bot, and it's nothing gives you more pleasure than switching on the bot, going out, doing what you do, come back home, and find that hopefully it's made you some money. But this is a good way of tracking the horses that the public are jumping on board. The software looks for them. Consequently, the favoured horses that are drifting out, no one wants them. You can be on those as well. Hi, welcome back. Just from carrying on from where we just set up the steamer bot, we just had it running now for had it running for about 27 minutes, and we can see there in the 27 minutes we've made 23.30 profit. We only had 2 winners, but we had one there at 8.40 and another one there at 5. So in the 27 minutes we made 23.30 profit, and I actually went and had a cup of tea in between doing that first video and doing this one. So it just shows you what can be done. And if we have a look here, these market numbers, we can see here, when you see numbers the same like these two here, that means those two horses were in the same race. Looking here, these two are in the same race again, and these two are in the same race. So in the last, so out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 races, we've had 2 winners there, and 2 pretty good price winners. Okay, I just thought I'd put that in there just so that you can see what this system can do in a very short period of time. Thanks again.